or not.
Keith, congratulations on the draw. You probably could have had more from that game, the chance you created. Is it frustrating that you didn't claim all 3 points?
I suppose, yeah. I just think it was a performance filled with grit, personality, character, ability, bravery. Different stages of the game, obviously, of when we were in control, relative control, lost control, and then regained it back and looked so dangerous. Loved us from set pieces tonight. Thought we were a constant threat. Thought we played with real determination to go and get the 3 points. Weren't content with the result going to 1-1. We really pushed on, and I think it's fair to say in the latter stages we were the more likely team, looking likely to win the game.
There's been talk about set pieces with Arsenal this season, but you caused them so many injuries in those positions with the throw-ins and with the corners. Did you identify that as a key area where you could hurt them?
Well, I think if you're going to score a goal against Arsenal, it's going to be hard earned. I think the stats don't lie, and what a good outfit they are without the ball. So you have to try and cause a little bit of chaos. I think we did that in the game. We definitely did it from set pieces. We did it from transitions. But every game for us has a set piece focus.
Yep.
Hey.
Michael has been much more than just long throw-ins. What can you tell about him and his game today? And he's trying to put together the team to go to the World Cup playoffs. If Gennaro Gattuso would call you about Michael, what would you tell him?
What would I tell him? I'd probably tell him what he probably already knows, that he's a very good player, that he's playing to a very, very high level on a weekly basis at such a young age. He plays with such maturity, and you're right. It's I've said this for quite a while. It wouldn't be correct if anybody just assessed Michael and focused on his long throw. That's just one part of his game. He's constantly evolving his game. Defensively, he's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. The way he deals with opposition wingers of a high level on a weekly basis, and how he approaches that with a smile on his face is a pleasure to work with.
A lot of the big teams want to control games in Iraq. It seems like they're always managing to make them very open and follow them in transition. How are you doing that better than so many other teams?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think most teams want control of a game. What that looks like for the big teams, obviously, when they have the ball for large parts of the game, and you've got to have different, different plans of where you are on the pitch and how you can disrupt that, I suppose. I thought we did that really well when we jumped on them and released and went really aggressive, but equally when we were a little bit lower, how we tried to nullify spaces. And then with the ball, obviously we play our game and we try and make things pretty unpredictable for the opposition. I think there's a real willingness to do the basics of the game, which I hold in a really high place of priorities. I always want to cause chaos here, and I want us to play in a relentless fashion. I said that on day one when I actually took over. I want us to play relentless football, and I think we've built that as the season's gone on, and I just love watching us play the game. I want us to play in a certain way where if I was a paying fan, I would like to watch this team, and I think we've been doing that pretty consistently.
If people underestimate Luis Potter at set pieces, then how do you work to get it into those areas?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I worked a lot with him last year, obviously on that front. I love his movement. I love the way he gambles and the timing of his runs. He's got a good leap, as you're seeing tonight. So yeah, quite possibly. I thought he was utilised really well tonight, and he's a bright player. He takes information on board really well. Very diligent of the role he had to do from set pieces tonight, but without out of possession as well. He had a very specific role tonight, which I thought he took on board brilliantly tonight. Hey.
The fans seem to think that Gabriel Magalhaes maybe should have got a second yellow card there. What did you think he was making to stay on the pitch?
Did Arsenal fans think that? No.
The Restream fans.
Yeah, I thought it was a second yellow. So
Do you think that would have changed the game? Do you think you would have had a chance of maybe going on with the game?
I think it was the 82nd minute, wasn't it? So you would have had whatever it was 5 minutes, 17 minutes or so with 10 men. I think it would have made a little bit of a difference for sure. But it is what it is.
Keeping Arsenal to next year 0.6, just
just 2 attempts on target and the goal and that late save by Finn. Was very pleased with how the organisation and defensive structures were.
Yeah, bravery, I would say, was the key word. Let's be brave with the ball and without the ball. Let's not take steps back when we can take steps forward. And the communication, the encouragement from the man behind and the unit behind was key tonight. And being vocal, let's not take steps back. I don't want us to be that team. And you're right, I think to keep a team of that calibre, which I hold in the highest regard of how they play, the individuals they have, they can conjure something up from nothing. Yeah, was really pleasing.
Emma?
Hi, Emma.
Arsenal were the best team in the country yesterday. You've got on a performance like that. What does it say about your side?
Yeah, we're a pretty good team, aren't we? We're constantly growing, I think. In fact, I know we're playing a fearless manner. Will that always give us the result we want? Obviously not, but as long as we continue to strive towards that, it just fills me with pride. The way I watch the team, the way I watch the individuals attack it and embrace the challenge and just get after teams. So yeah, they are an unbelievable team, and we've gone toe to toe with them tonight.
I know you don't like to talk about Europe, but I just want to ask, when you have nights like this at G-Tech, does it feel like you're capable of reaching new heights this season?
Yeah, I'm not going to speak about that. There is 12 games left, but I do promise you we're going to attack every single one of them and push and continue to push really hard to see how much we can achieve this year. But that's a long way off.
Yeah.
Keith, just
Hey.
follow up on that actually. Do you enjoy potentially having a say in the title race and being the sort of fixture that champions have to prove their mettle in, or does that matter to you?
Yeah, it didn't really matter to me, to be honest. I was watching Man City Liverpool the other day, and then obviously Man City playing against Fulham, and I knew that was a factor in it, but not a big factor for me, really. To be honest, it's solely focused on us and what we can achieve, and yeah, just pushing hard to try and achieve something pretty special. And we were pretty close to doing that tonight by getting 3 points. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get the second.
Okay, we'll leave it there, everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Arteta coming in.
Hi guys, as you know, we'll do a few questions for the game tonight, and then we'll do just a couple on a Friday, 12 o'clock embargo for the FA Cup. So if we're ready in here, we'll kick off with Sam from Sky.
Hi. Normally you look at the
this as 2 points dropped, but the way the game went, is that actually a point gained, perhaps?
Well, I think the game had different moments. The first 10-15 minutes, we lacked certain composure to dominate the game better. I think after that, we started to play much more in our way and started to play in their half and generated some good situations without really having clear-cut chances. The second half, the way we started, we really looked a threat. The way we combined, the way we threat constantly their backs and the goalie was much better, again without really hitting the targets enough times or finishing enough actions, and then we scored the goal and the game was under total control. But against them that's not enough, because they just need somebody making a foul that is unnecessary, a ball in the channel, they push you, the clearance is not good, ball goes for a throw-in, and then you have to pray, because they are exceptional at what they do. The chaos that is in and around that ball is very, very difficult to defend. And we said, you want to win here, you're going to have to defend the box with your life, and you're going to have to clear the ball, because there's a lot of people there. And if you don't do that, very difficult for you to win the game. We haven't done it in one of the actions, and credit to them as well for that. And then the game became more open, more transitional. They had one of the big chances and the clearance of Declan just at the end. And we have two very good counters and probably the biggest chance of the game when Martinelli is 1v1 with the keeper to win it.
Yes, you have to score that, Martinelli.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's football, and the keeper as well can make the decision and the action that he did. But if you want to win here, I mean, you're gonna have to be really ruthless in both boxes, and today we like that.
Tom, Reach.
At half-time you made a big change with Eza coming off and Martin coming on. Could you talk about that change, why you decided to make that change and why that was the decision at that point?
Because with the way that, especially that they were pressing, I think we needed another kind of profile to generate many more problems to them in and around those areas, and I think he came on in the pitch really well, and the team had another gear and more threat to arrive to the areas that we wanted to do, and that's the decision.
Sam, Telegraph.
Are you worried at all by the lack of impact that Eze is having?
Well, I think he had moments, and it's not easy when you move to a new club. It's always like this, and when you play against a team that is like this, and the ball is a lot of times not on the floor, and you have to be constantly breaking the play and do that, especially for the attacking and creative plays, is more difficult.
Amy, Athletic.
Miguel, is there something in having to play second after Man City? There's been a lot of games where Arsenal played first, and you have an easier time maybe to take on a game in that conditions. Do you feel like there's a different kind of pressure at the moment?
I don't think so. I think we played as well after them a few times this season, and we have won the games. And today is not about that. Today we lack certain things against them. You have to defend those situations, even better prevent them. You want to give them no chance or just hope that something bad happens, and we didn't manage that well enough for us throughout the game.
In a sense though, do you take a positive, although you talked about you've got to defend with your life and set pieces and so on, there was some moments of defending with their lives and one-on-one when there were breaks. Talked about Declan, Mosquera.
Yeah. The thing has to be a reaction, because they go for volume. I mean, they know the probability of they want to create, and they just need volume to increase that probability. And they are constantly doing that, and they are really good at doing that.
Okay, we'll do the last couple.
Do you have a problem with the way that Brentford play, the chaos and the play
No.
set pieces? Is all
They are really good, because when they have to play as well in and around you, I think they dominate so many areas. On the high press, they are really good. They are really good on restarts. They are really good when they have to counter, exceptional when they have to counter as well. They have a lot of qualities, and big credit to them. And they can take the game into these areas, and they are really well coached. And from the beginning, I said credit to them for what they do, because if not, they don't have the home record, and they are not in the position they are in the league, that's for sure.
Last couple tonight. Ed, from Guardian.
Obviously, you're still 4 points clear of City at the top. Is it important that you don't panic after dropping a couple of points tonight, and everybody just stays calm and tries to keep focused?
Well, that's what we have to do. I mean, we're going to be willing and preparing to win every single match, and the only thing that we can do is focus on that and raise the levels collectively and individually to be better than the opponent every week. And that's going to carry on like this till May, regardless we play before or after that. It's just the things that we have to do. That's the most important thing.
Phil, PA.
Just as a follow-up to that, I guess, Miguel, there was one stage on Sunday where it looked as though you'd be 9 points clear, now obviously the gap, as Ed said, 4 points. is there a worry at all at the moment?
I understand, but that's an if, and if we would have lost in Newcastle, we were 8 points behind Liverpool in October. So if is a lot of ifs for 10 months in this competition. You can only focus in what you have to do and try to do that in the best possible way.
Okay, we'll do a couple for Friday, 12 o'clock.